Jimmy Butler. Already you can have Brandon Podziemski in the starting lineup, but how things adjust and playing without Jimmy, this could be very difficult for the Warriors the final 38 games of the year. With Jamal Shed, Emmanuel Quickly, Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, and Scotty Barnes starting for the Raptors. Ingram's having a great season. He's healthy. So they go right in to Barnes on the baseline.
And he looks right back at the Warrior bench.
So Steph Curry, Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, but Draymond Green back, and Quentin Post. Warriors also have Guy Santos and D'Anthony Melton available tonight. Draymond corner three and rimming that out. But the Raptors, they were down in LA. They lost to the Clippers and the Lakers. But they have been a quality team in the Eastern Conference as Ingram hits the first two shots. Barnes and Ingram, those are the two main guys for Toronto.
They love to live in the mid-range. You see how they're guarding Steph, so give it to Draymond and let him attack. He's not able to score.
I like Draymond looking for his offense, though. Emmanuel Quickly. So 3 for 3 from Toronto to begin the ball game.
They're off to a great start. They're not a great three-point shooting team, but teams get uncharacteristic when they see the Warriors at times.
They're 12-9 on the road, though, which is a very solid road record. Quentin Post having that block, ricocheted to Draymond. Podziemski setting up Draymond again. And what you notice is that Steph Curry has yet to touch the ball. So that is how Toronto historically has always played him. And just smothering Curry as quickly buries another three. So 10-0 beginning.
It's in the start you would want, but the Warriors can't be surprised by this.
See right there, two men jump at Steph. That is their defense. That left over from Nick Nurse in the finals. And Curry, okay, if he gets away from any defenders, he's going to laser it in.
When the double team came, he kind of took his time. Look at Scotty Barnes.
Right down the lane.
Oh my goodness. You better cut him off before he gets a full head of steam.
Moses Moody's had a great homestand, and Steph finding him in transition.
But before the defense is all the way set, you got to get down there. If you're living in the half court the whole night, it's going to be a tough night.
Finally a missed three as Ingram misses there, but quickly getting it back. Up fake, and they can
go against them when they're not all the way set defensively, because again, this is one of the best defenses.
Kovic after every Raptor Warrior meeting.
It's a tradition.
So Emmanuel Quickly off to a nice beginning. He's got 8 already.
He's found a home here. He came over in that trade with R.J. Barrett from the Knicks.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett and Quickly for OG Anunoby. That's a good trade for both teams. Quality players being exchanged. Podziemski, beautiful delivery there. And hey, we've got a goaltending because Josh Tibbin is fantastic as a crew chief. And he saw it right away. That ball had hit the backboard.
They switch it late. You see Quickly kind of fight over the top. He's on the wrong side, and Scotty Barnes came over way too late to hit the glass first.
I like Podziemski getting rid of it to the big man. You're going to have to get all 5 guys working offensively.
Well, you need as many playmakers as you can get without Jimmy Butler for sure.
And Ingram, very difficult shot, but Brandon Ingram averaging 22 a game at 19 against the Lakers.
You can't bother his mid-range because he is so tall, that high release point.
Draymond and Steph, but they switch on to Curry from the baseline. He rimmed it home.
And everybody's looking back at the opponent bench. Steph is smiling.
That's like a new thing now.
That's the thing. Why not?
Scores get into the 120s. That's a lot of looking back.
Well, you just got to make sure the other team knows what just happened.
Grady Dick cutting back door to lay it up and in.
So Warriors are the best cutting team in the league. They're one of the best as well. And you got to make sure you're alert off the ball.
An offensive foul on Podziemski.
To stay stationary. Podziemski was kind of leaning to his left just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah, you're trying to just stay stationary, make the man go around you.
That's the thing. It's all the screener. You just stay stationary, as Kalenda said. Let the dribbler adjust or go the other way to get the defender to move. And Grady hitting from deep. So the Raptors have decided essentially not to miss. They've opened 8 of 9.
Well, their 3-ball is supposed to have bottomed out, being last in the league. But the problem for them is a lot of their good shooters haven't been shooting it well.
Right.
So
they can have a game break out on somebody.
Yeah, if they have a game where they come out of it, it could look like this.
Quentin Post backing down Ingram. Little baby hook wouldn't go. Draymond with the rebound. And you run into a buzzsaw in Toronto to begin the game. So just possession by possession. Moses got to make something out of nothing, beating the buzzer and putting it in. Moses Moody from the elbow.
Warriors have seen this before. The Raptors wanted a delay of game, where they've gotten down big early. You just keep your poise, understand what's happening, and see if you can walk them down.
Grady misfiring. Finally, the Raptors missing from deep. Hitting post, corner three. Batted back out. Good effort, Draymond Green. Pajemski. The Warriors going to need a three-point shooting night as that's off of Quentin Post. Will be Raptor ball.
His time to make something out of nothing, and that's why I always say, you come to a jump stop there, take your time, take a beat, see what can open up for you. You can make something happen there.
So GP2's first playing time.
This is a mentally tough team, and they're going to have to show it now.
Scotty Barnes able to finish inside as Steve Kerr's going to use a timeout. The Warriors have not slowed down Toronto in any way, shape, or form.
All right, fans, now the celebration of Lunar New Year, of course.
Acquired a lot of knowledge, and he promotes a spread-out offense, a lot of cutting, a lot of movement. Movement of the ball.
He's got nbahighlights, former Warrior assistant.
They're actually 5th in cutting frequency, and they're one of the best assist teams.
Warriors looking for that three-point marksmanship. They're 0 for 5 here.
Steph got pretty good separation.
Amu Kelishvili is checked in along with Abaji. Guy Santos, good to see Guy after that sprained ankle. He is back. Shot clock at 5. Ingram losing the handle, but right too quickly. Draymond on him. Shot clock at 1, and the Dubs. 24-second violation, but play on. They had the ball. Guy Santos back to GP2 to lay it up and out.
Caught him off guard there with the last pass.
Grady just gave it right back.
The Warriors will take it. Listen, in that Knicks game on this homestand, they were down 17 early. They were able to flip that game on its head. The problem, though, is they had Jimmy Butler in that game, and that definitely helped. But the bench unit has been playing so well. So you got Guy Santos in the game now. He's going to bring all types of energy.
You're going to need all different kinds of combinations. Steph's going to be in the middle of a lot of them, but Curry missed the layup. So the Warriors, they can't throw it in the Bay right now. And quickly, you would never know this is the 30th team in three-point shooting in the NBA.
That's a 5-point swing there. And it's not really the Raptors defense. Steph has gotten some good looks. That was another good drive he got there.
Yeah, you had a GP2 missed layup and a Curry missed layup. Steph is fouled
without the ball. He was D'Anthony Melton in the game, but that's always the hardest part about
5 to shoot.
You need one of those really good under out of bounds plays with 5 seconds left. The Warriors are trying to run around, get in position.
First of all, if someone's got to inbound the ball, GP2 will go grab that.
This is job number 1.
Melton had it knocked away. Amu Kelishvili. Great hustle by Guy Santos, and then Grady Dick is fouled on the follow.
Number 1 fast break points. And this as much as possible.
The other thing, too, that, you know, when you had this, Kalena, because you're a player on the team for the rest of the year.
And the rest,
you need to know that.
And the rest of that game last night, yeah, they rallied and played amazingly well and mentally tough. That was on display, but they didn't know it was an ACL tear then. Right? They found out after the game, so now you're having to react to that and come out and play ball.
You're down 18 in the first 7 minutes of the game. But Guy Santos, a beautiful delivery to GP2.
When in doubt, drive, and he drew 2 defenders in there. Make the drop-off pass.
Been excellent at home all year at 17-6. You're 6-1 on the homestand. Baji lost that out of bounds. That's Warrior ball.
Well, Warriors are one of the best defensive teams in the league too now. So the Warriors are 4th there. They showed it. They had the flash and they were there.
GP2, first 3 of the night. Warriors have missed their first 5, and every river begins with a raindrop.
I like that.
Well, you also eat an elephant one bite at a time.
True. I've used that one before too.
Oop. Thrown right to Guy Santos, and Brandon Ingram fouling him.
They want to take foul on that.